waffle time. The mountain. This is all going here. Hey, what's Gucci? I can see why this guy, Ben Greenfield, lays on his back for about an hour every week doing deep breathing, and he goes into another state of consciousness. You could call it holotropic or holotropic breathing. I can understand why he does that. The reasons reap results. There's always clues. Genius leaves clues. I'm assuming that he does it to get rid of all the emotions that us humans have, the pain, emotions. We get stagnant in our gut, chi, we have held emotions. People all around your life are constantly renting space in your mind and causing stress, especially with a really successful person like Ben Greenfield, who does biohacking and better living through science and really goes at life. Who else does that? I don't know of anybody except myself. And I'm not just saying that. I legit have followed his stuff, and I've been grinding ancestral wisdom, being fat adapted, doing stuff nobody else really does. Aside from that, today, as you know, I got that on my podcast, but before I do that, you probably have a question in your mind. You may not, you may. But inquisitiveness, curiosity, it's one of the most important personality traits. Get your digestive juices going. I hope that what I'm doing for you guys, you can digest it as bite size. If it isn't, then please tell me down below. Today, do you know the true value of your life? Before I talk about that, I always have my shirt off and I always dump my head, try to get it cold. Cold therapy is amazing. Boosts your immune system and all that. So I just put this jacket quick on. In the future, we will truly be worth something more. We'll stop dabbling and start committing to mastering. If you can hold a squat for at least 5 minutes, then guess what? You're not considered dysfunctional, and you'll have less risk for osteoporosis in your hips and all that. Olympic weightlifters and stuff, they can't hold a squat for 2 minutes. That's how you know you're dysfunctional. If you can't do that, what I just said right now, then work your way up throughout the day. Do 1 minute squat holds throughout the whole entire day. Grease the groove. It's a technique. One of the best long jump, he was a high jumper. How he got that record and how he was able to kick a freaking basketball hoop was he greased the groove. Whenever he had the chance, he would jump constantly throughout the whole entire day, not just during his training. If you want to get better at anything, any movement, just do it every hour. You'll train your atomic nervous system. Things become instinctual. If you understand your brain, if you're truly worth something, value. Today, value has just been really ingrained into me, and investment, what it truly is, investment is you get a rate of return or you get something better back. That's what a true investment is. Opportunity cost, Charlie Munger, you probably know him, and you can always learn from these geniuses. And when I make stuff, when a successful person does something, success breeds success. But with that being said, things don't always just multiply. Like, if there's a little crack in the boat, the whole boat can sink with just a little crack. Don't know where the heck that came from. Oh, it's probably from Charlie Munger. But you have to start out small. What am I talking about? Basically, a seed, it has to spread, it has to die in order to produce more seed. And what I'm saying is that 99% of you who are listening to this will not do crap, will not change, because what I'm doing is not going to get to your subconscious. You have to repeatedly listen to a video, implement it. There's acquisition and then there's application. Most people are always just in the acquisition stage. School teaches us to be in an acquisition stage mentality of just regurgitating and passive learning and woohoo and whatnot. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but you're worth something, and value's just been on me today with all this, with all everything. There's so much value. Opportunity cost. Intangible and tangible. That's just really important. Intangible and tangible. Is that tangible? That tangible? Am I tangible? Just know what is intangible and tangible. For instance, there's this guy. He's a hedge fund guy. He makes $2 million an hour. He goes to the movie, gives the lady this crumpled up $10 bill to watch the movie, and he also gets popcorn. That's his tangible item. The true value of that popcorn, though, is that it's going to cause him to be fat and whatnot. And when he goes into the movie, the intangible item, time. Since he earns $2 million every hour after the movie, he's lost $4 million. Intangible. What can you start treating today? The intangible thing in your life. Intangible things in your life. How can you start seeing more value in it? Investing. And that's just been what I've been learning today. And I know that I need to start treating not just this or this or this at face value, but no forward and backward thoughts of it. The inversion, the intangible, tangible. This hedge fund worker guy, he treats every moment with purpose. Like, what can you start to treat today? Can you start going to your sheep if you have sheep? And even if you have 3 sheep, if you're going to have 300 sheep, start treating that 3 sheep as if you had 300 sheep. Because your habits aren't just going to come. Habits are massive repetition. If you want to develop habits, just start now, right now. And today I've been starting now. My pastor recently told me about habits. I'm not going to bore you guys anymore if you're still watching, but he's talking about habits. How you need to start now, because it gets harder as you get older to make habits. It really does. If you guys want a whole video on why, I can tell you. But adults' brains are different from kids' brains. So, have a great day. Peace out.